'Twas on a holy Thursday, their innocent faces clean, the children walking two and two in red and blue and green. Gray-headed beetles walked before with lawns as white as snow, till into the high dome of Paul's they like Thames waters flow. Oh, what a multitude they seem, these flowers of London town. Seated in companies they sit, with radiance all their own. The hum of multitudes was there, but multitudes of lambs, thousands of little boys and girls, raising their innocent hands. Now like a mighty wind they raise to heaven the voice of song, or like harmonious thunderings the seats of heaven among. Beneath them sit the aged men wise, guardians of the poor, then cherish pity lest you drive an angel from your door.
Holy Thursday is a poem about charity school children going to church on Ascension Day or Holy Thursday. The poem starts off by exposing the setting, which is St. Paul's Cathedral in London. In the first stanza, the children are compared to a river, in this case the Thames River, which flows through London, as they make their way to the cathedral. In the second stanza, the children are first referred to as flowers, shifting the image of these unwanted orphans from burden and rejection to beauty and radiance, with a touch of delicacy. Next, the children are said to resemble lambs because of their innocence and their fragile voices. In the third stanza, the children begin to sing. However, their voices no longer project as weak and timid, but forceful and powerful. The final line reveals that the narrator of the poem is not William Blake or a child, but a spectator who is moved by such an emotional scene. Here we are asked to show compassion for the poor and to truly contemplate our Christian faith. Is this a holy thing to see? In a rich and fruitful land, babes reduced to misery, fed with a cold and usurious hand? Is that trembling cry a song? Can it be a song of joy? And so many children poor? It is a land of poverty, and their sun does never shine, and their fields are bleak and bare, and their ways are filled with thorns. It is eternal winter there.
In the experienced version of Holy Thursday, Blake critiques the charity of the institutions responsible for the orphans. In the first stanza, Blake uses a rhetorical technique to ask suspicious questions that receive indirect answers. We learn that the care of the children received is minimal, and the hand referred to does not only represent the guardians of the orphans, but the city of London as a whole. Their misery comes from the treatment they receive and their financial destitution. In the second stanza, we can interpret that the thorns that line their paths could link their suffering to Jesus and the eternal winter. They are in as a metaphor for their lack of warmth from love and physical comfort. One source stated that the speaker seems to be saying that a truly humane world, subject to sun and rain, or perhaps the Son of God, would not allow such dreadful poverty, and that they have the capacity to prevent it. Poetry can be difficult to interpret for people such as myself. SparkNotes always serves as a good translator in these situations. SparkNotes help me understand the overall meaning and the setting of the poem in particular. Cross-ref it info broke the stanzas down line by line with very good explanations and allowed me to grasp a good understanding of the overall theme. Through the Navarro database, I understood the Christian connection of the poem to the reader.
SparkNotes helped me to understand many of the techniques and metaphors used in the first stanza, while Crossref helped me to make the connection about the society in England and their inhumane actions.
We used our town's new Catholic church as our background because the setting to the Innocence poem was a Catholic church in London, so we felt like it fit.
For the experience poem, we felt like the old, smaller chapel would be more appropriate.